Guys, good evening. Uh, I'm here again today, and I just want to share a few things with you. Uh, I went to a listing presentation this afternoon, one with one of you that asked me for help, and of course, I'm always willing to go for it. And it's just two things that happened to that listing presentation that I want to share with you guys. So before I share that part, let me just remind you of something. If you ask one of your trainers, if you ask me to go with you, you know that we go, either the trainer or myself. But please, if you're not ready to do the presentation by yourself yet, let your trainer do the talk. Learn how he does it. Observe what he does. Listen. Um, it's very important, guys, because we believe in one-on-one training. We believe on zone training, and that's part of what we try to do. And so when I go with you to a listing presentation, it's for a few reasons. First reason, maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe it's somebody that you're not comfortable with yet. We ask us to go, so it can be me or one of the trainers. Just let us do the talk and try to learn. When you got out of there, ask the questions. All right. So the two things that I want to come and tell you today is for you to be careful. Remember this: you are there as a realtor. So, not a realtor, a realtor. Remember that realtor? All right. So, you are there as a realtor. So, even if the conversation goes to some kind of personal life, I got divorced, I got this, I got that, do not engage with the person. Let them know that that they can get this or that from the ex-spouse. Do not let do not tell them, for example, oh, you can get a pension for it. You have the right to the pension. Maybe they do, but you are there as a realtor. Now, imagine that, okay, my realtor told me that I get the pension, so I'm gonna do everything. Then what happened? If something doesn't happen, oh, my realtor X and X from New Direction Realty tell me that I can get the pension. So now you tell me that I cannot. You understand? You're not there to give any kind of legal advice. You are there as a realtor. You're there to list their house. Um, so please, yes, later on you got the relationship with the person. You go out, have a drink. Um, as a friend, you can do whatever you wanted. But when you're there as a realtor, be careful. Keep your conversation as a real estate agent. Keep your conversation on a subject. All right. Another thing, another point, and this is a little more tricky because this one is actually related to the listing presentation. It's just to be careful on this situation. For example, um, we went to this house, and the person already had somebody that actually is a builder that's been building around their house that approached her to buy the house, and actually they offer an X amount of money. They offer $500,000. We have did our homework, and we may can get the house for a little more. We may can get probably 550 to 560 for the house, which means a little more money in her pocket, even now that she's going to pay the commission. But now the point is this, guys. If you are trying to get that listed, and that person say, listen, that guy came to me yesterday, and I told him, if you give me 530, I just sell it to him. Now, what you should not do, even know that if you put those on the market, that's the point. You may get a little more money for it, and she makes a little more money. But the thing is may. Let's say that the other guy come back and say, listen, I actually give the 530 that I want to. Oh no, now I'm going to list it because my realtor told me that if I list it with them, we're going to list it for 560, and we're going to have a bidding war, and you're going to sell it for 580, 590, and I make a lot more money. And now what? Remember what we told her. You don't promise that you're going to sell by that price. You said maybe. Now let's say that for some reason, some strange reason, even on this market, that house don't sell for that price. What's going to happen? The house going to sit in there forever. The other guys just move on, or if he's smart, he's going to come to her and say, listen, you cannot sell this house. You want to sell it to me? He said, yeah, the listing expired. Yes, now if you give me the 530, I will accept it. And what the guy, see if he's smart enough, what are you going to say? Because the house will sit on the market for 6 months without selling. Now what are you going to say? No, no, I don't even give you the 500 anymore. I give you 480. If you want it, I will buy it from you today. So what's wrong in you guys? So the guy offered first 500, she asked 530, and we tell him that we're gonna sell the house for 500. You're gonna push and push and push for 500 for almost six, and you're gonna push for us. We say, oh, forget about him. Let's put this on a market. Let's have people just chase the property, and now it doesn't sell. So now she not even get the 500. She's gonna 480. Who's she gonna blame? She's gonna blame you, of course. Because you know, oh no, because she doesn't remember that you say we maybe get 2,000 for that stuff. She's going to remember that the 560, the 580 that you tell that she's going to get. Because even if she gets it for 560, if you take 5 or 6% commission, she will walk out with more money than if you have to sell to that guy. But now if you cannot sell it, that guy now is the fault. It's your fault. It's New Russian Realty agent's fault. So guys, be careful. Be careful. So two things we learned today. When you walk into somebody's house, they have problems. They will open up to you sometimes. Most times, if you are talking, they're going to open out to you. They're going to tell them their problems. Remember, you are there as a realtor. You are there to list the house. You're not there to give any kind of advice. Besides, for how much you're going to sell the house, besides what are you going to do to sell their house. So remember, no legal advice, no friendship advice. You are there as a professional. Later on, if you want to come to barbecue, if they invite you to barbecue, now you do whatever you want. But at that moment, you are there as a realtor. Now, if they have some in hands already, if they have an offer already, somebody that's willing to buy that house for X amount of money, do not pressure. Yes, you want the listing. Yes, you want to make money. Yes, you believe that you can get more money than the other party is offering, but it's out of your hands. You cannot promise that for sure. So be careful, because now if something happened and you cannot sell the house, now the other guy even don't want the house anymore, or even gonna, if he's smart, gonna offer less, and she's gonna blame you. And you know, when people start to blaming you, what happened? They're gonna sue you. That's not fun. All right, guys. So for today, that's what I want to tell you. I would like you guys, please, if you are listening to these little videos that I've been putting together right now, I will try to put it a little more often. And like situations like these and questions that you guys have, I have another little things that I was gonna start doing. But guys, if you have a situation that you guys have questions that you guys like for me to explain, please let me know. And another thing, I post these these videos on a New Direction chat, but they actually are linked to the Facebook. I'm sorry, to the YouTube. When you go to the YouTube, please like the page, follow the page, like the video, whatever, do whatever. Just keep linking in there, because I believe that if I put a video there and if you like the page, you get a notification or something like that. I believe. So, guys, thank you for listening to me. And I promised yesterday that you guys are going to be tired of my face. So if you don't like it, just block it and just put the sound. So for today, that's it. Remember, guys, when you go to a client's home for listing, you are there as a realtor. Do not give advice out of your expertise. All right? So, guys, have a good night. Today's Friday evening. Have a great weekend.